Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss the merits and demerits of sample method. Merits and demerits of sample method. Merits and demerits of sample method. I already discussed what we call sample method. As samples are taken from the population. What are the merits of sample method? First one, economical. Means sample method is economical in terms of as we have to not investigate the large number of population. Only we have to take few samples. Means we have to utilize less money, less money in order to gain the information, in order to collect the information. I read the sample method is economical in nature. Economical in nature, as in sample method only few samples are taken into investigation. Only few samples are collected for investigation. From large number of population. From large number of population means with this method we can easily save money. As we have to collect only sample. We have to not collect information from every respondent from every respondent. Second one, time saving. Means, as I tell you, we have only to collect the sample. For example, investigator has to collect the information regarding the population for any village. For any village. Definitely, he has to take a sample. He can easily save money as he has to not reach every respondent to collect information. He can choose only few. As he is using sampling method. Then he has few sample. He can take few samples from the population. Means he can easily save time. By using sample method, investigator can easily save money. Easily save time, not money. Easily save time. As he has to collect, as he has to take only samples from given population. Definitely, he has to take sample. He has not to collect information from every respondent. definitely he can easily save time. Third one, yes, third one, identification of error. Identification of identification of error. It is easy for investigator while using this sample method to identify the error. And if he is using census method, census method, it is impossible for investigator to detect any error, as he has to collect information from large number of population. It is impossible. But he is taking only sample from the population. Definitely, it is impossible for him to detect any error. He can easily avoid error while collecting information, as he has to take only few samples from the population. I will write investigator. Investigator can easily detect can easily avoid the error can avoid error as he has to collect information by way of sample method. Sample method means choosing few samples from population, he can easily find the error from samples of population. From samples of population. When he collect samples from the population, definitely it becomes choosing some yes choosing few samples from the population. Definitely he can easily find error from sample of the population and can correct them. हम लिख सकते हैं and correct them and correct them. He can easily find when he is taking sample from the population. Fourth, large investigations. This method is suitable for large investigations. This method I will write. This method is suitable for large investigations. Large investigations. As only investigator has to take few samples from population. sample from population. Meaning it can cover the large area, as he has to only take samples from the population as compared to census method. As in sample census method, investigator has to reach every respondent. It's impossible to cover the large area. As but in case of sample method, it is easy, as he can collect information in 2, 3, 4 villages with a less or with a minimum time duration, as he has to take only sample from the population. Now, demerits of the sample method. First one, demerits. Yes, first one, partial. Means this is not complete method. I'll write this method does not does not provide complete information. Does not provide complete information, as few parts of population are taken for investigation. Means in this method, generally in this method, simple method, we take only few parts of the population for investigation. When it's a partial method, we did not take into consideration whole population for investigation purpose. Second one. Difficulty in selecting sample. Difficulty in selecting sample. It is difficult for investigation to choose a correct sample, which will be the representative of the population. It is, yes, right. It is difficult. It is difficult for investigator. Difficult for investigator to choose the right sample. Which represent the whole population. Which represent the whole population. It is impossible. Sometimes he will pick up the sample that is not the right, that will not represent the whole population. When it is a yes, there may be failure of in select this right sample which represent the whole population. Last one, wrong conclusion. Wrong conclusion. Wrong conclusion. As I tell, we are taking sample from the population. Sometimes the result may be wrong, as we are not taking all variable into consideration. Sometimes while selecting the sample, selecting the sample may not represent the population. population. The result predicted by sample method sample will predicted by the sample method may be wrong. Sometimes why the yes investigator has collected the sample. Definitely that is not the representative population. Sample the result provided by the investigator by way of sample method may be wrong. As when yes sample is representing the population, right? Sample is representing the population, then it is possible result may be right. Otherwise, there are higher chances result may be wrong. I think it is enough for today. In next lecture, I'll take another method. Till that time, you have to wait and watch. I will be returned back very soon. Hope for the best.